next concept we are going to talk about is called formulas. Okay, so imagine I want to write a salt query. I don't want to rewrite everything which is like I want to manage Apache package. Okay, I don't want to write the formulas from the beginning, right? So Salt has a public Git repository. So they almost have 356 formulas available. So this is the URL. If you see the repository, they have 356 URLs. Okay, so here you can download any of the formula and you can use it. Okay, I'll tell you one option. The other option is called GitFS. Okay, so there is a library compatibility issue happening on the CentOS, whatever we are using. So I'll just show you how it's to be done, but we'll not be able to see it in action because we have a library compatibility issue. Okay, so this is the complete formula list. Okay, you can just browse through. So let's see, how do I use this formula, download this formula and use it. So for that, in the master, the first thing I may need is a Git. So let me install Git in the master. Install git-y. Everyone completed the Git installation. So now let us /srv. Okay. There, let me create a directory called mkdir. rv salt formulas. Data salt formulas. And then let me go into this salt formulas directory. Then I can do a git clone. I can search for Apache. So the Apache formula, get the clone URL. So git clone. So if you are using any formulas, I would suggest fork it to your particular repo and keep a copy of that, because if someone is being changing that in the formula, because you don't control the salt formula, right? So this, if they change anything, it's better take it a copy, fork it to your local and then use it. Okay. And once it is done, you can see the formula is available. Apache formula. So there you can specify git fetch and git pull to get the latest copy. We have just cloned it, so it will have the latest one, but to be on the safer side, you can do it. So git fetch origin, then git pull origin master. It will be up to date. Okay, once it is done, move the Apache formula to /. Right to that, let me make a directory. KDI dir slash srv slash salt slash base. So in the base, let me create the directory. So what I did is salt formulas. Let me create the salt formulas under the base directory. Then let me move the Apache formula to just put it on the base. I missed the environment part. Then cd formulas plus I can see the Apache formula there. And let me move out of it. So once it is done, let me update the top.sls to include this vi top.sls. Here, me think because this is our old configuration is star slam. The top.sls is the content I have. So I'm just mapping the Apache. Okay, I may need to update the file state. Just update that. vi etc master see master. There I may need to update this current directory, so it will be srv salt formulas. Where in the file system we have a base entry, right? The base and one more entry. The base. See, basically, when you put it is in the base directory mapping, we are doing it there, right? So that is what we are doing it. So in the base, okay, what I'm going to do is like I'm just going to provide. See, it's for our best practice. We are using the directory. Okay, so I will show you the base file. See, master app, I can just say base just say
formulas.
That I'm going to say. So instead of the base salt formulas, I think we have it under. Just check the directory structure. A different thing. Yes. Sorry. Duplication. SRV. So in the SRV, I have the salt formulas, so I can directly give this here SRV/salt formulas. So it will try to refer this directory for the Apache formula there. Okay. This. Then restart the salt master. Let me try Try to apply. This is AI top.sls. I think it is contradicting with the existing Apache thing. We should have done it with the other environment, non-utilized environment. We could have used it. Let's do that. We have a pillar available in the staging environment. Okay, I think that existing apache.sls is causing the issue there. So we can do something quickly in the staging environment. /etc salt staging. Let me create this top.sls. Development. We don't need the pillar at all. Pillar at all. See, a top.sls. Let me add this entry. Base star base staging staging. So in the staging, I have done it, and let me modify the staging base file also. AI/etc alt master staging also. Reset start master. It is salt environment is equal to staging. still just check. Click check one thing. Slash inside that I have it inside the Apache directory, and I may need to give the complete thing. The one formulas inside that I'm having it inside the direct. What happened? I moved it, right? Okay. So it will be, actually I don't have any directory here. I think it is base formulas Apache directory, not this one. Confused with the directory structure. I think this should work now. Let's see. Guys, I'll quickly check it. Just repost it. I'm going to check it with another formula just to avoid any confusion. Just some formulas. On formula.get just a moment. I have created a folder called formulas. Inside that I have created the time zone formula, and then salt base .sls. I'm going to give time zone. There's another formula. Just modify that. And then in the pillar, okay, base time zone.sls. Zone.sls. So here, based on the operating system, I'm just going to set up some time zones. Let's try this. Base there. Let me remove everything and keep only the time zone. Avoid any confusions. Okay, done. Okay. Master is in the base. I want it to be salt formulas time zone formula. I just validate that directory structure. So put out. This is formulas. Sorry, time zone formula is the directory. So here restart -master. Okay, so the restart is completed. Now let me try to apply this. See what is happening. Got confused with all the other top and thing we had it. So just apply it on the base. But it is still coming in Apache. is pointing only to the time zone directory, and this is there. Have some confusion in the environment. So let me just walk you through the steps. Okay, what normally needs to be done. So I don't want to waste the time here. We have only 1 more hour. We need to talk about the GCP provisioning. Okay, so I'll just walk you through the steps. So basically, what I'm trying to achieve here is, so So basically, I am going to create a directory called formulas. Okay. And inside that, you can put n number of formulas which you want to bring in. Okay. And then on your respective environment, right? If you want the pillar to be created, you can just put them under the respective pillar, and that's being defined in the top.sls. And here in the salt, in the base, in the top.sls, I am going to configure the top.sls to map it to the particular formula. Okay. And in the base, in the file system, I am going to add the directory where I have the formula so that it will automatically inherit it. Okay. I think I have some confusion with the environment directory structure. I can see that it's still pointing to the Apache even if I remove it from the top. Okay, so that is the confusion. Like so the basic need here is like you can download the salt formula onto the salt master and you can use it, or otherwise there is one more option called Git file system is available. So it needs some dependencies. Okay, so basically it needs a gitfs. So Python Git is needed, and once you get the Python Git installed, then you will be able to automatically use it from the Git file system itself. You can have configure your particular repository and it will automatically pull the latest Git code and use it for you. Okay, but there needs a dependency of Python Git. I'll just show you a steps needs to be executed. So it will be in gitfs. So this is it. So basically it needs pygit2 and gitpython are the dependencies. You can install them using like this. And after that, so this is gitpython. And then in the file server background, currently we have only file system fs. So there's something like this. The this tc salt there you can search for file system. File system. So you can see that this is where you can get fs provider. Okay. Able to file server background. So file server backend. So this is the file server backend. So there you can provide root system. So the default is root. So if you want to use the Git, you can use this Git. Okay, you can put gitfs. Okay, and then in the gitfs remotes, once you enable this, there will be a gitfs remote option will be available. So in the gitfs, you can provide the URL of your Git repository. Okay, and after that, you can specify the respective branch for it. Okay, the public key and all those things, you can just do it. So these are all the example, like where exactly you want it to be mounted, what is the user. Okay, all those things you can just put it, and this will be keep on updating the remote file system. Okay, so this is the mount path, and you can provide which branch map to the which particular file system. You can just have it something like this. Okay, then you can use it. So automatically it will pull the information from the Git file system and it can use it. You can use this as a reference. Okay. This one you can use this as a reference to use the Git as your backend file system. So you don't need to worry about pulling the latest code and all those things. Only thing is you need to configure the Git authorization key and all those things. All those configuration you can see it in the master. So you can provide the authorization key, gitfs password, username, what you want to use, all those things you can use it here. Public key, private key. Okay.